My content is intended for adult collectors of the product, not made for kids.
Hello everyone. We have some breaking news coming in right there. That's the breaking news alert. So we have some information, right? Now, first of all, we're going to report on like the base stuff that's just like a rumor. Then after, from a credible source, which by the way, if you are wondering, if you recall a few months ago when we reported, if you remember, we did confirm the product list for like the boosters, whatever, for the series after DB, and ended up being true. Big surprise. Same idea there, credible source telling us. And we're gonna be talking about the breaking news. So with that being said, we're gonna get started. So if you are new here, subscribe to the channel with bell notifications on. And we're gonna get started one by one. So okay, so that one right there we're gonna get started with. So for our first topic of discussion, this is a collaboration that's being reported, a rumor, that is supposed to be Beyblade Burst Ultimate. It's just the bottom part, I just did the whole thing, with Hello Kitty. Now if you recall, especially I've seen in Japan, Hello Kitty is a very popular brand. I've seen TAKARA TOMY do a lot of Hello Kitty products. From what it's saying, it's just supposed to probably be like a recolor or something. If you remember, they did a Metal Fight Diablo Nemesis version, and then after there's the Beta Man, that was also the recolor. They like swapped the colors with each other, right? So if you recall that, it's not new for TAKARA TOMY to do this. Will it happen? Obviously, we have to wait and see. If you are a Hello Kitty fan, I guess. Oh, actually, this is where I was going to say credit to Royal Kaiju Blader, because this is for the thumbnail. And by the way, it's almost at 500 subs, so let's try to give that little push. Next picture. This is obviously the thumbnail because the big news, which is what we're being told from our source. Now, obviously, you take it with a grain of salt because things change and it's not 100%. For an example, what I mean by this, even though the projections of TAKARA TOMY say that Beyblade is planned to end 2023, let me give you an example. If Beyblade were to keep on selling, do you think TT would stop? No, because they want to milk the cash cow. That's the reason why Zero G and stuff like HMS, because didn't sell and then after canned it. Now, moving on to the next ones, we're going to go over ones we already know. Obviously, B-197 Divine Belial April booster. We already know this. I'm pretty sure the box is even leaked too, which you do not... Now, if that box thing is real and there's no bell on it, I think that kind of just confirms there is no Season 7. Obviously, again, we have to wait like a week and then after go on the full one because this one's kind of cropping it. The B-198 BEYS Evo, which is main, it should be a random booster like we talked about. That's up and coming, should just be 6 bays. I can't really show the image because there is no that I can actually show. So next one, now here's where it's gonna get interesting. B-199 Dragon Evo June booster. Now I'm putting the question mark. That's what we've been told, right? Now if you from a reliable source. Now, first of all, let's try to think about it for a second. Does this make sense in the logic of how TT has done releases? Yes, because TT prioritizes the more popular releases, like these Pro Tag stuff, and I guess it would make sense. If they were going to expand Dynamite Battle, they would probably do it. I don't know what it would be or the gimmicks. You let me know your predictions in the comments. Next up, this one's a pretty big one. This one's the one that's in the thumbnail, I'm pretty sure. B200 Excalibur Evo, July, and it should be a starter. I'm told it's supposed to apparently potentially come with a sword launcher?
It's the only launcher you're gonna have this one.
I guess, and it would make sense, right? They need a gimmick release for July. What is a more gimmick release than doing Excalibur, which I think Xeno was in July, actually. So...
yeah, it was in July.
And plus, they need to market some launcher, so the
2016, it came out.
The 16 or
July.
16?
July.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
We were there.
Okay, if this is true, dude, I will be so ecstatic because if that happens, man, that's been like a #1 that I've really wanted. Other ones are like Zeus, whatever. After that one, I'm sure I've seen comments. Apparently, it's supposed to be an Achilles Evo and potentially a triple booster.
With Achilles.
Yeah, Achilles and a triple booster. That's what I said. I don't know if it is by itself or triple booster. That one's a little bit, because that's too far away. But supposed to be.
August is a month of 2 or 3 packs.
It's supposed to be Achilles, so it could either be the triple booster, it could be what they did last year. It should be that, from what we've been told, again, from a credible source, that's what we've been told. So I have to keep on saying this because obviously things change slightly, whatever, so keep that in mind. Now, what does this all mean? It means BU is most likely going to try to capitalize the best that they can, similar to what Sparking did, which is getting the most popular stuff, evolving it. Now, that being said, with what we know so far, let's just say it's 200%, it's happening even if it isn't. Let's just say for argument's sake, right? If they do Dragon, I think they should try to do a similar gimmick to Tempest. I actually think Tempest was probably the best take on Dragon, but that's really just for stamina. So it's either that or it's what Imperial did. I do not want a DB Dragon if it's going to be like Ace or Grand or Rock. That being said, moving on from that, Excalibur, man. I think Excalibur, the layer is going to be fused, like, it's not going to have low and high mode, it's just going to maybe be a heavy layer.
No. There's a chance, there's no confirmation for why we're coming.
There could be,
Don't know if it's September, but there's no confirmation.
Potentially, could be. Now that one is way too tricky because that one's a little bit too, so I'm not going to say it is. Now for
It's not 100%, it's 99.
Yeah, that way.
Welcome.
For the Excalibur, I think they're going to do a fused layer. I think it makes the most amount of sense, and they'll probably just make it really heavy. Then after, for Achilles, okay. Now for Achilles, you got to think about it like this. What do you really think TT is going to... I think it might be... Here's what they might... Think about it like this. Achilles had the Union, which had the swords. Then after Infinite, the sword and the shield. And then after... I think that if they do an evolution... Logically, it makes sense. It's going to be 3 attachments. A sword, a shield, and like something for stamina. I don't know what it would be. Or maybe they just do something maybe closer to Chozi Achilles and there's no armor. I don't know. I feel like the armor attachments is like a staple for Achilles now. If they don't do it, that's going to be very much weird. That being said, right? Like I said, take it with a grain of salt. Oh my god. Did you know? We don't have that image there, do we? Did you know that we have a giveaway going on that expires March 13th? And all you have to do is be a subscriber of the channel. I'll just edit on an image on top of it. March 13th, make sure you're subscribed. That being said, we also have a store. Now our store, we have Dynamite Battle, we have Sparking, eventually BU. There's a currency on the bottom, so please make sure you check that before you go. Shipping, it is what it is. It depends where your location is. We're doing our best, obviously, with the pandemic and everything. It costs to ship to places in Canada or outside. And yeah, that's kind of it. Okay, we're gonna rank most likely to least likely. First of all, number 1, the Hello Kitty collab. I think they'll do it. It's in TAKARA Tomy's logic just to do that. And then after, there's going to be that one comment, oh, is Magma Ifrit finally going to come because it was a cat blade or whatever.
Hello Kitty is a big franchise in Japan.
It's a
big.
I think they'll do it. I think the other stuff is very likely. Also, okay, let's just also think about it like this. If TAKARA Tomy wants to sell this stuff, do you not think they're going to try to pick the most popular? Kerbeus, we already know. Kerbeus literally had it was confirmed before, the concept art leaked of it, right? And you can even see it in the Koro image. And I'm gonna go with it. I'm going with it. We're gonna end off there. I'm not trying to take any more of your time. So that being said, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for watching. What are your predictions if these evolutions come to be? Which one are you most excited for? Again, take it with a grain of salt. That way the comments don't say, oh, actually, the time passed and it wasn't exactly what you said.
It's gonna be it.
So, stop it. Don't you do that. Don't you put me in the corner.
It's not speculation. It's not speculation.
Yeah. Okay, anyways, thank you for watching. Have an amazing day and bye.